Tata Sons chairman Natarajan Chandrasekhar recently confirmed their much-anticipated entry into the semiconductor space. In an interview with Nikkei Asian, Chandrasekhar revealed that the conglomerate has set up Tata Electronics in a bid to tap in the growing semiconductor space in India. The conglomerate's entry into the semiconductor space comes at a time when the Indian government is pushing to make India a semiconductor manufacturing hub. While it was anticipated earlier that Tata would look to set up a fab in the country, the plan right now is to set up an outsourced semiconductor assembly and test OSAT. Reports claim that Tata is currently scouting for land in three states, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Telangana. Tata Electronics was set up in 2020 and they hired Raja Manikam as the CEO of Tata Electronics OSAT in India in 2021. Setting up a semiconductor assembly and testing unit is not an easy task. Tata is reportedly planning to spend around $90 billion in the next 5 years to set up the planned OSAT unit. However, since Tata does not have sufficient expertise in semiconductors, the route Tata is planning to take is to set up an OSAT unit in India in partnership with foreign players. Tata could possibly rope in top players such as ASE, Amcor, and JCET, among others. Tata is also expected to follow the same path and set up its OSAT. In these regards, Chandrasekhar revealed that the group is already in discussion with multiple players. Instead of setting up a semiconductor fabrication unit, Tata announced their decision to set up an OSAT unit instead. But why? Like a fab, the OSAT unit also plays a crucial role in the semiconductor supply chain. Further, setting up an OSAT unit is comparatively cheaper to setting up a fab. While semiconductor fab provides only 50% of the services that are necessary to turn a product design into reality. The rest is dependent on OSATs, which take care of testing and packaging of the silicon chip made and the fab before they are shipped to the market. Setting up an OSAT unit would mean the Tata would have to invest heavily in the equipment and process that enable testing of different types of wafers and parts besides providing high-tech, research-driven packaging solution. It is noteworthy that the high cost associated with it is the reason why companies choose to outsource the whole process. Setting up an upstream semiconductor manufacturing process, plant or fab is even more challenging, both technologically and financially, in comparison to downstream process of an assembly and testing or an OSAT unit. Nonetheless, Tata has closed the door on a possible fabrication unit in the future. The conglomerate's chairman has in fact revealed that they would eventually set up an upstream chip fabrication platform down the line. This could go a long way in making the conglomerate self-reliant in terms of semiconductors, a shortage of which in fact cost the enterprise dearly. We witnessed the global semiconductor crunch due to COVID pandemic, along with the lockdown in China that impacted Tata Motors' earnings and resulted in consequent production cuts. The impact was bad enough for Tata Motors to halt its plant temporarily. Hence, setting up its own fab along with an OSAT unit could prove to be monumental for Tata because it could not have to rely on global supply chain for semiconductors. In fact, in order to be self-reliant, Tata Motors had partnered with Japanese chip manufacturer Renesas Electronics to design and develop semiconductors. The partnership could prove to be pivotal for Tata in terms of designing chip for the upcoming Jaguar Land Rover electric cars. Additionally, the need for semiconductor is not just limited to Tata Motors. The conglomerate has multiple businesses and operate data centers in 44 locations across the globe. Tata also has strong presence in the aviation sectors with 3 brands under its wing: Vistara, AirAsia, and Air India. Further, there is a semiconductor industry in India yet. The time is thus perfect for Tata to establish itself in this space and cater to the ever-expanding Indian electronics market.